We need not to give in for our human rights. We must all take this as a challenge when the time comes for us to make a difference.
Have you guys met Grant properly? This is Pumlani Grant Shezi. Pumlani means relax. So you can relax and ask questions.
When you were in prison, did you ever wonder, was it really worth it?
How old were you when you first went into the prison?
Did you get an education when you were a kid?
The kind of education was called apartheid education. We could not be a pilot. We could not be a captain of the ship.
How was it living in jail?
Did suicide ever cross your mind?
Did they treat the political criminals different?
How does it feel to know that there's like younger people looking up to you and wanting to hear your story?
My stand is reaffirmed. I always realized that I was on the right path.
Do you get emotional now thinking about it?
Did you know him personally and had interaction with Nelson Mandela while you were in Robben Island?
In the documentary, they showed that you revisited the prison. How did you feel when you revisited it?
How do you feel now about all this, after all that happened?
I'm happy that the forces of change were determined to change the situation in South Africa so that people of South Africa can enjoy human rights, can have democracy.
Did you think you'll live long enough to see your goal reached?
When you are pursuing a particular goal, like this goal, which was very, very tough to achieve, sometimes you are not present when that is achieved. You may have died along the way. When we joined the struggle, it was with an idea that we may not see freedom. We are just laying a foundation for the next generations to come.
So how was you able to forgive your enemies for what they did to you?
Don't be driven by emotions. If you say, no, an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth, you'll find an endless war.
So can you tell me what your message is to these children?
If you are determined that we have to achieve that goal, no matter what comes aside, you must not be let down by those obstacles.
Violence is not the best answer to solve everything. And if you do use violence, the best thing is to forgive and forget.
Kids see such a parallel between the struggle that these guys have gone through. They're ordinary guys. In South Africa, they're not famous, they're just regular guys. And by learning their stories, the kids reflect on their own struggles in their communities.
They can use art as a tool to struggle. So this is the answer, and I think this is the best answer.
Phenomenal woman, that's me.
Yeah.